Greetings, fellow humans. 5 March 2023. It is 22 past 12 fake time a.m. Just a test video, got a new camera app. A different one. Sitting here, just cleaning up the device, cleaning up documents. Saturday was an interesting day. I'm just going to say the name Tyson. Nothing happened but great smile, pink t-shirt, a guy who has a job, a guy who was doing his job, engaging, looked people in the eyes, found that very attractive. No idea how old this young man is, but just seemed out of character for the vast majority of the younger people that I run into. So, rained a little bit here in Chicago today. Started out absolutely gorgeous. Got a short little video that I think I'll publish as a short. Sat out back in the sunshine with my coffee this morning, which was a special treat. Able to do that. Angels go before us, angels come behind, angels to our left, angels to our right, angels above and angels below. We're safe and protected everywhere we go. We pay attention to our surroundings. We engage and acknowledge other sentient beings as they come into our presence. I noticed that a few days ago too. I think even before I could articulate it on some subconscious level, I've always been aware of this. How many times do we walk past another human being, wherever we might be, and we don't even just look them in the eyes, bow our head for a moment, say hi or hello. That's all it takes. It's just not wanting anything. It's just acknowledging another, on the most mundane level, another person, another personality, but another soul, another individual, another aspect of this oneness that we are all a part of, the divine source. Just my ponderings, my thoughts over these matters. So even, that's funny, I'm noticing yet again, it's becoming clearer and clearer to me, but I've never been able to put a finger on. There's something in my energetic field, in my aura, in my presence, and people pick up on it. I notice more and more that when I'm just in my most peaceful presence, I notice as I look over, I'll acknowledge, I'll bow my head, people are smiling at me. And that makes me feel good, especially on those days where I'm in touch with my pain and my sorrow. And maybe I'm out for that walk because I need to distract myself from the feeling of the pain and the sorrow. Noticing that there's something in my presence that's making other people smile, that is really helping. And another awareness that I had today was I went for this really, really long walk to the food bank and walked back in a little bit of rain, but it's okay. I wanted the exercise and I just wanted to be out, and my walking is meditative time. The walk is 6.8 miles each way, so I got in over 13 miles today. my style has always been my character, my nature. I'm a one guy at a time guy. And I know that I've encountered other people who have got several irons in the fire, so to speak, at the same time. And I've never thought that, I don't see that as any kind of talent. Actually, it's quite sloppy at times. But I guess when you don't care about anybody else and it's only about self-gratification, then that would be why that is. I enjoy the whole getting to know you, and if going through the process of getting to know someone for a potential, I guess if you don't want a long-term committed monogamous relationship, then there's all kinds of different dating formats. What's your concept of dating? I've had somebody ask me that question. I want to acknowledge something I noticed that was an intention I said a long time ago. I do not have comments turned on for my videos. And the reason for that is I would love to engage anybody else, but I really just want people to think about some of the things that I'm saying. I really don't want to get into debate. And I'm not seeking compliments for anything. If there's somebody, that's really great. There is an email address in the description with the videos. And if anyone is so compelled or inspired to send something lovely, a beautiful, thoughtful response, then by all means. And yeah, that takes a little bit of effort rather than I notice in myself as well, it's just so easy when the comments are there to pop off your random first thought. And then there have been times where I have commented on others' YouTube videos and I realize then later on, I can't go back and delete that comment. Not that I've said anything ultimately horrible, but I realize that in some way, shape, or form I maybe changed my mind, or I felt differently, or changed my opinion. And, YouTube doesn't let you go back and delete those comments. And, sometimes you might actually put a very complimentary, very nice compliment out there, and then at some point later on you realize, well, you know what? I really don't like what that person is all about anyway. I'd like to take the compliment down. So yeah, that's one reason why, that is the reason why I don't. And so what I'm encouraging is, if there's anything useful or beneficial in the thoughts that I'm sharing and the experiences that I'm sharing, take the video and copy the link and share it to your own social media pages, whatever you use, whatever you enjoy using, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, it doesn't matter. And have a dialogue and discussion and conversation over the subjects or what you feel with your community. And if you want to send me a link to your post to my email, then yes, if I have some time, I'll go take a look and see what you all are saying. But I generally stay off of social media. I just had a longtime friend of more than 40 years say, "Hey, where have you been?" See, we used to slap each other around a little bit on Facebook, but I loathe all that stuff. I don't want to contribute my life force. I want to be out in nature and in the world and engaging other forms of organic, sentient life. I am not into AI, this inorganic screen time, it occurred to me in my meditation time today, too. This is another encouragement I want to have for all of you. I had a very good veterinarian many years ago when I got my second cat. This guy was great. He was Iranian. This was in Long Beach, California. He's a very handsome guy, actually. And when I brought my cat, Destiny Marie, in for her first visit, she was a stray. I picked her up on the street and said, "One night, bitch." And it turned out to be 3.5 years. I just couldn't provide a home for her anymore, but I promised her that I would find her a home, and I did. Right next door. She stayed in the condo building, and I left. But he told me, this vet told me, he's like, touch her a lot. Get her used to being handled. And I said, really? That's not a problem. I'm an affectionate guy by nature. And he said the reason for it is because if anything ever happens and she's injured for some reason or she's not well for some reason, and she's accustomed to being touched by human beings, it will be easier to work with her and to help her. And I was like, oh yeah, that's really ingenious. And so my encouragement to you, all of you, is touch and squeeze and hug and kiss your children. Touch them a lot. I'm not talking about inappropriately or creepy or anything like that. You know, my dad, when I was a boy, when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, first thing he did when he came in the house from working his second job in the evening was he'd come to our room. We'd be in bed already because the battle axe already had us in bed. And after she beat us. And he would get down and he would pray with us. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul will take. Amen. And my dad wasn't a practicing Lutheran, but he was forced by his mother to go through all that Lutheran garbage crap. But there was always a hug and a kiss. And the very last time I saw my father before he passed away, it was, as always, it was a hug, and he looked me in the eyes and he said, "I love you, son." My dad was the affectionate one. So that's my encouragement before I end this video. Hug your children and touch them and squeeze them a lot. If they're ever injured or hurt or harmed, then they'll be used to, I've seen these children. I was screaming a lot too once when I was injured and in the emergency room at 5 years old. So touch your children and your pets a lot affectionately. So we're at 13 minutes, 13:13. Avion-Marie signing off. Be kind to the pedestrians, and namaste. Love you, bye.